Sham Masechta Ma'aser Sheni Daf Beis Amud Beis Nishma Gita Bas Mama Shayme Yisrael Shayme Yisrael Chana Reza Bas Golda Rivka Mila Bas Chayesta Yisrael Ayavon Ben Rivka Yisrael Nishma Aslei Mordechai Ben Ephraim Yehuda. Bezer Boy said one line before the white lines. Ovar Mashkin, he went and he didn't do what the halacha is. Eim Mashkin, I say, not permitted to use the Ma'aser Sheni for a Mashkin. The Gemara says because it's kedusha. Ovar Behirin, Mashkin was again that means Shaloi b'shas havosai. Hirin means b'shas havosai. Both of these things are not permitted, and he did it. Yavei Bahado. What should he do? The following. Excuse me. Oicha Ma'aser Sheni Shaloi Ben Shogi Ben Mezid. If he eats Ma'aser Sheni Shaloi Ben Shogi Ben Mezid. Now there's two dinim in Ma'aser Sheni. Eating Ma'aser Sheni. One is with a lav. Once it's Yira Pnei Abayis. It's a lav. It's no malchus. If he eats it before it is Pnei Abayis, Ma'aser Sheni is a b'asei. He doesn't say which one. If it belongs to him, meaning it was his Ma'aser Sheni. Now when he says Shaloi, again, you have the machlokes of his mom and gavoya, mom and hedjit, but it's Shaloi and it's mom and gavoya, or it's Shaloi like the Buddha and it's mom and hedjit. Akaponim, it's not somebody else's. That's what it means. It doesn't mean to say here Shaloi according to the Yehuda. It means to say here Shaloi was his Ma'aser Sheni. Zog the Gemara bein shoygig bein mezid yitzak l'shamayim. Sayef shoygig, sayef mezid yitzak l'shamayim divrei Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel. Took the Pnei Moshe yitzak l'shamayim. Shaloi b'toyes chulin. He ate his b'toyes chulin. So Chaim learns chat over here. B'toyes chulin means he ate it outside Yerushalayim. I said the Chaim shot. Obviously, Ken Zayin the B'toyes chulin means he wasn't noig with it in the dinim of the Ma'aser Sheni. That's also B'toyes chulin. He was mashkin. He sold it. It's gefit. It's gefit with them. But it says oichel. Oichel means mashma. He ate it. So what's the problem with eating it? He ate it in the wrong place. He ate it outside Yerushalayim, let's say. Okay. So B'toyes chulin said that. So according to the B'Shimon Gamliel, Yitzchak l'shamayim. Sai shoygig, sai mezid. Rabbi Yomer, it depends. Shoygig, Yitzchak l'shamayim. If he was a shoygig, then he asks for what does Yitzchak shamayim mean according to Pnei Moshe. So he says like this. Zuklish kamshat ben shoygig. No, doesn't say ben shoygig ben mezid. That goes on B'Shimon Gamliel. But Divrei B'Shimon Gamliel, Ben Shoygig Ben Mezid, Yitzchak l'shamayim, Ben Shoygig Ben Yitzchak l'shamayim, Zokt as a Yishiyim Chaloi, Ve'in Tzor L'Hasa Adomim, Shehoyu Shovin, he doesn't have to pay back the money, what he ate, Well, Alois in Yerushalayim, or to bring it up to Yerushalayim. That's the opinion of B'Shimon Gamliel. Rabbi Yomer tells us, Shoygig Yitzchak l'shamayim. If he did it b'shoygig, damals, so beitin for kapora, so beitin for mechila. Mezid, if he did it b'mezid, yamot is yazru domo l'mekoyma. What's doing with the Yitzchak l'shamayim? Is vim hoyu mois. If it was money, in other words, he ate the money, not the Ma'aser Sheni itself. He ate the money of the Ma'aser Sheni, which we were paid to the Ma'aser Sheni. His damal zukte Rabbi is shoygig yitzchak l'shamayim mezid yazu domo l'mekoymim. Rabbi Shimon Gamliel. So this is two cases. The first case is that he ate the Ma'aser Sheni. If he ate the Ma'aser Sheni, the machlokes of Shimon Gamliel and Rabbi, according to Rabbi Shimon Gamliel, is Ma'aser Sheni Shaloi Ben Shoygig Ben Mezid Yitzchak l'shamayim. Sai Shoygig Sai Mezid Yitzchak l'shamayim. Doesn't matter. They're baiting for mechila. Both of them is an issa. Rabbi Yomer, again, when he ate the Ma'aser Sheni itself, Shoygig Yitzig L'Shamayim, and a Shoygig Daf Beitin for Kapora, and Mezid Yazu Dom L'Mekayim. Easy way around this shit of Reb Shimon Gamliel would say, even by Mezid also Yitzig L'Shamayim, but there's Yazu Dom, he has to pay back the money. And if there's a Shoygig, there's no din of Yazu Dom. You have to understand what's the nafka minute. Took the money, supposed to take this money, eat it in Yerushalayim, supposed to become a Yerushalayim, Mount Timur, Yes Hashem, and he wasn't Mekayim that. It's a moment of Gavoya, so there's no dinam over here that you stole from somebody money, but you didn't do what the Baruch Shalom wants. Is Yazu Dom L'Mekayim? What does it mean L'Mekayim? Could be Stam push it the Hashavas like Zayla, it wouldn't be L'Mekayim. L'Mekayim means got to take back the money. L'Mekayim, where it belongs, where's that? In Yerushalayim. Take this money and spend it in Yerushalayim, because they tumad liyas Hashem l'kah. That's the chayah, but this made L'Mekayim. So what's an afkamin shoygig amazing? Can the chastan the ma'aser you didn't what? It's knas.
We saw before that.
Knas. Okay. Yeah. Others say Others say it's knas. Yeah. So what's the knas? Why is it a knas? Why is it a knas? You didn't do what you're supposed to do. So you want kapara, that bait and the Rebbeinu Shalom gave him a kapara, right? So, but you have to be mekayim tilmid yis Hashem. No, that you don't have. That you could be mekayim. Take this money and go to Yerushalayim, yazl mekayim, and be mekayim tilmid. What's the knas? If it's knas, why should the mekayim? The mekayim is mashma. You got asin shmekayim. The point. The point was take the money and become hang out in Yerushalayim. And they be in Fitzal and the other Chayidin and become a Besser Yid. That's the pshat. So maybe Yaslam become. So what's knas? What's knas? What was it in Yerushalayim? Where it belongs? Huh? What's it?
Knas can be to Mashiach, go back to Yerushalayim. It's tichet to go there. Knas is to Mashiach. So
why isn't tichet? This is the point of the Ma'aser Sheni was to man Timur. Yeah, no, I think you didn't do it. So there's a way to be mekayim that, right? Take all the money. Well, after the Ma'aser Sheni came to stone. You could do with anything, right? Go back there. How much money you had, that's how much time you have to spend in Yerushalayim. But that's the word.
How about taking Paris?
That's the first part. The first part is Oichel Ma'aser Sheni. The second part is Mois.
No, I'm asking, let's say it was Mois.
Yeah.
Or according to the first day, that doesn't make
that's Reb Shimon Gamliel. Mois Shoygig used to the Shemayim. Only on Shoygig used to the Shemayim. And Mezid is Yasser is Dama. What's an afkamin Shoygig Mezid? So you want to tell me? I'll
put Paris, Mashal. Could you take Paris?
That's the first shit. That's the first shit. The first Oichel Ma'aser Sheni Shaloi Bein Shoygig Bein Mezid used to the Shemayim. So if you tell me it's Knas, this is by Shoygig Shai Mezid. What's the machlokes Rabbi Shimon Gamliel? Okay, that's from my beer, Rabbi said. Shimon Gamliel, Rabbi Yomi Ben Shoygig Ben Mezid Adam Shalayim. Okay, let's look to Pnei Moshe. Oichel Ma'aser Sheni Shaloi, the first case between school. Ben Shoygig Ben Mezid, Sheyim Chaloi da bet Mechila for the Rebbeinu Shalom, so Mekabel Sheyim Chaloi bet for Mechila. Doesn't say here that he should be Mekabel the Tshuva. It said the Rebbe Shalom so moicha zayin. Ve'ein tzarich, and doesn't say about what's with the Tshuva. Ein tzarich lahazer adam sheishav and alois in Yerushalayim. Dafmenish, vavos nish. Rabbi Yomi Shoygig yisrael Shemayim meiz yazer adam l'mekayim kloima. Shtoch little adam kivi masha ochel alois in Yerushalayim. Nish al sknas. Doesn't say al sknas. V'moy moiz shomais sheni shechil ha'peis alayim ba'och lo metar school. And now we're talking about he ate the money. In other words, he didn't use the money the way he was supposed to. Why are you talking about the money itself? There's a bigger chash. There have to be more hazara. Why? Because now it has a shem. You have to be kodesh Shem. When you make the chilul, you have to be kodesh Shem Ma'aser Sheni on the peiros. So it's more of a kedusha than the mois itself. Than the peiros itself. The peiros themselves, there was no Kriya Shem. So that's why this is more of Yizer Yoiser, so Gerasa Kedusha, because it's mois. And mois, there was a Kriya Shem. Yoitzian Sham Lecha B'Toris Ma'aser, who Abed B'Mezid, Yoitzian Lochan Kan. Rabbi Yoimer, who mois the Chemire, again, Bein B'Shoygig Bein Mezid, so that's Adam, Mashachal, Elohim Shem, it's more Chomer because of the Kriya Shem. I say that Pnei Moshe. Look at Menafulda. Menafulda says, Ova Ma'adinoi. If he was over Ma'adinoi, Interessant, you don't find so andere Avedas, Medina, we treffen auch Sachen Medina. This Aveda, the Gemara is telling us what to do without andere Avedas. Oiche Meister Sheni Shloi Chutz Yerushalayim. If he eats Meister Sheni Chutz Yerushalayim, again, it wasn't over yet on the Lav. The Lav is when the Choy reads Pnei Abayis, is Yitzchak L'Shamayim, Yispalu, V'yivakes, Slicha, Al Shigosei, because of the Shoig. It wasn't the Mezid. The Mezid, there's no Yitzchak L'Shamayim. There's a Mezid, Yazidom L'Mekoimam, Lav Dafke, El Kloima. What does it mean Lav Dafke? Not Dafke, you have to take the money to Yerushalayim. El Kloima, Yoichel Konegdom Yerushalayim. Doesn't mean schlep the money, because the money is already, the money's not here. That etzim Ma'aser Sheni money is not here. But take under the geld, Yoichel Konegdom, as much money as he had. He had $1,000. So them don't $1,000 in Yerushalayim and spend the money there. As long as it takes to $1,000, that's how long you have to stay in Yerushalayim. Al Timah, just the same, the Yiras Hashem in Yerushalayim. Agav b'toni b'sefer hol lishna nokad lo nami hachi shein. V'moy moyis Ma'aser Sheni. The sefer is talking when he ate them, not the peiros. He ate the Ma'aser Sheni. V'kona peiros li'ochlon. He's eating now the moyis of the Ma'aser Sheni, and that Ma'aser Sheni is supposed to go to Yerushalayim. And went and he ate that chutz Yerushalayim l'chayre v'kana peiros lo'ichlon, and he's eating peiros from this Ma'aser Sheni outside Yerushalayim. Mezid shiyod Hashem kesem Ma'aser Sheni yazid domov l'mekayma. It's almost mashma here that's b'dinim from gezel. You took the money, it doesn't belong to you. It belongs to Mama Gavaya or Mama Hedjid Akaponim. The dinim you have to take a shot. But that to eat this money outside Yerushalayim, even hold like a Buddha, it's Mama Hedjid. It's auch nicht kein deine zu essen, chutz Yerushalayim. It's like a yours. It's like a moment hedged. You could be kaddish and isha with it, but you have to be noig with it in Yerushalayim. So you have no reshus to eat chutz Yerushalayim. There's auch the daven bet mechila. So let me say the Ras on the left side. Oicha Ma'aser Sheni Shaloi eats the peiros atzma shema'aser Sheni l'ochlon b'toira aschulin chutz l'chayma. So he talks it out. He says toira aschulin means that he ate it chutz l'chayma. Yitzchak l'shamayim, Yispal l'shamayim, Shimcha loisha, Ava alav, Deloy suchal. Oh. So now he's saying, when you have to have the mechila, is only on the lav, when you're over on the lav. Now the lav is, you only over, I think everybody holds that, the lav is only over when there was Riyas Pnei Abayis. There's no Riyas Pnei Abayis, there's no din of a lav. So it was already Riyas Pnei Abayis, and he took it out again. It doesn't say that, it just says, you're over on the lav, that's why you have to have the mechila. Avol loy konsu the echel kenegdon. Das nicht. He's the one that says it's a knas. Mezid yazid domel mekoyma. If he was a mezid, then agav sefer tonalei koloim yochel kenegdon Yerushalayim yochel keneged oisten hapeiros which is outside Yerushalayim. You have to be mashlim the avodah in Yerushalayim.
So what's basically
Knas is that you have to do what the Rebbe said. So we force you now to take other money, even though this money that is no more here. You ate the money, chutz Yerushalayim, or you're going on the bed. It's me'ubis la'yuchel liskan. But what they say is a knas. We force you to do it because it's not medin. The gezel heishiv zegzela doesn't heishiv zegzela. It says look the asa bleibt der knas. I learned the Rashidullah. Because you could learn pshat is no, it's not your money, so it's Medina. You have to give back the money to the Bayolim. Im hoye Hashem Motzim Loya. So Hashem Motzim Loya, with a bracha, you take it out. Now it's yours. But if you're not Mekayim what the Eibusha says, it's in Yishlayin. But at night, it's a Toris Knas. Im hoye moyes shipod the pays b'moyes v'oset tzrocha b'dome v'ochlom. And if it was already converted to peiros, and instead of doing with the peiros, with the shepoide, who's poide the Ma'aser Sheni, the achila with money, was it tzrocha b'dome v'ochlom, and he means he doesn't do it in Yerushalayim. Is yachadon l'mekoyma, kloyma v'yishalim ha'she'ochel l'moiche, give back the money to the moiche. V'yitin lo'yamoiche adomim atzimim, in lo'yin sarvul yam Yerushalayim, if there was no teruvas. But the etzim domim has to be without a teruvas, the dam was yam Yerushalayim. He's learning very strict. That the money is only al in Yerushalayim is only if you have the same money which was the Ma'aser Sheni. V'im eino yochel haza adomim atzimim, he doesn't have it anymore. He spent it or gave it away to Chaisar, who was not here anymore. Is yochel kenegdom Yerushalayim. That's he's learning is the knas. Chaim pasuk Rambam. So if Zayim, but the Ram doesn't say it's knas. That's the rub over here. Okay, so next one, look at that, the tshuva, when I mentioned the word tshuva, I asked that in Hilchas Tshuva, we do tefillah in Hilchas Tshuva, yeah? So the מעשר, we kicked the Rambam, I wasn't sure, and we kicked Trefman. So the Rambam writes in Peg Beis, Halacha Daled, the Rambam said, the Shayla is the Yitzhak Lishamayim. What's it with the tshuva? You do tshuva, but good. You don't do the tshuva, it's no good, right? We must have shot in the Yitzhak Lishamayim. So the Rambam writes in Peg Beis, Halacha Daled, never stopped over here. So it says, Medaki HaTshuva, Liyais Hashav, Soyak Tomid Lifnei Hashem, B'bchi u'b'sachnunum. V'oiset tzedakah kefi koichay. Now, was meint dort Zeug L'Shamayim? Was heißt mit Zeug? Was ist Tomid Zeug L'Shamayim? Was ist Zeug? Yeah, now you have Yisham. It's not with Zeug Shedel. If you according to all the Mefarshim, is Zeug, Taki doing tshuva, but after come at Tville, as on Skabel werden. Poshim Shad, ich habe verstanden, am Moedu tshuva, so a mitzvah in tshuva, the Hebrew gave him a matana for the Klai Yisrael, just an Aveda, is da tshuva. And da steht, not so fast. After come noch Tville, as on Skabel werden. So steht tshuva, tzedakah, shir Tville tzedakah, tshuva, Tville tzedakah, Mavini Yisrael Gzeira, yeah? So this is 2-3 things, or this is one thing? So Stufan and Sat Maruf in the Marzer, fragt Azoi, Tshuva, Tville, Tzedakah, why can't you give Tzedakah before Tshuva? What's that about Koydem Tshuva and Nachdem Tville, Nachdem Tzedakah? It's very easy. Tzedakah, write a check, right? Tshuva is the ganze Sefer Tshuva, Rambam, Ben Yoyne. No, es helpt nicht. 10 aller Beis in der Welt, und Nachdem mit der Shabbat check, it doesn't work. Tshuva, Tville, Nachdem Tzedakah, this is Mavina Tzedakah. In other words, a set. The drei Sachen. These 3 things. That's a geschmack now. So b'derech Tshuva li is Hashav Tzoyik Tomid Lifnei Hashem B'chiyus Eichnunim V'ois Tzedakah L'fi Koichai. These are the 3 things. Tshuva, Tville, and Tzedakah. Those are the numbers. They drei Sachen. And it has to be in this order. One without the other one doesn't work. That's a geschmack. No, but then was bleibt schwer. Steht nicht in Shami. Shami, he was over, and he did it. B'meizid. So what does he do? Yitzhak L'Shamayim. Wie the Tshuva, wie the Tzedakah. Right? So mashma here from the Gemara, right? Nicht wie in the Marzer. Nicht wie der Rambam do in the safe in this. Slicha, yeah, but it doesn't say anything about Tshuva. It said Slicha. But the Gemara doesn't say anything that Yitzhak L'Shamayim. So this order, which is, I looked around there in the Rambam, somebody should be mentioning here that the Rambam is not going with the Yishami.
Maybe the inside Yishami is the tshuva itself. Maybe the screaming is the tshuva.
Could be. But it says here, Yitzhak L'Shamayim says what to do. You should be moichem. Now, if you're going to do the same thing all over again, right?
What do you do?
But the Rambam has a whole lot of halachas about tshuva, how you do the tshuva, right? So, but all you have to do is I'm a meichel. Why should we meichel? Right? But the Shah makes it so simple, right? Just stop and fat.
Someone was showing us understanding when you come to the spell, can there be some around you have to machni ali, but you have to come with any of us. So if you're coming to ask for slicha, that means you're being machni ali by this topic.
Okay.
That's
I hear. We can't see like a lot of things in this. But the Gemara just says that's all it says. It doesn't say anything else. It doesn't say anything about tshuva. Tshuva is a whole mesechta fazich, right? Tshuva. Yeah. And the Ram writes again in Peg Beis Halacha Vav, Af bishat tshuva v'atzaka yoful oilam. He says Basara Yom B'Vei Rosh Hashanah says Mei Tshuva Dishu Hashem B'Motzi Karov B'Yosei Karov. Yeah, Madva Mamurim B'Yochad Av B'Tzivu Kol Zman Shoyis in Tshuva B'Tzeakim B'Lev Shalom Hashem Nolav Hashem Karov. Okay. So the Rambam points already out. This is not Tshuva and this is not Tzvila. It's not Tzvei Zachen. And this is not about this not Tzedakah. So here's the halacha, just to be aware of this. In Peg Beis Halacha Vav, the Rambam ein elokim ha'Torah at sheyochel oisei acha shenechnas l'chaymis Yerushalayim shenem leisucha lechel b'sherecha. Now this is meredel. The lav is leisucha lechel b'sherecha v'chalta lefnei Hashem lekecha kiv mishenechnas l'mokem achilosei. How do we know it has to be first riyas pnei habayis and then you over on the lav? Shenechnas l'mokem achilosei b'ochlei b'chutz loike. Am ocher koin shi yechnes li Yishalayim is maken oise markes mardus mit devayim, is markes mardus mit devayim, and favos is markes mardus because no love. If it's no love, then it's shuk the markes. So this markes only mit devayim. But the Rashiva, by the way, though you're interested, there's a shiny sticker from the Rashiva in Birchas Yitzchak by Pesach that states that somebody eats matzah before Pesach. Steht da Yirushalmi that what ki'ilu boiler isosei the beis chomov. They steht dort. And dort steht achitetze nafshe. Why is it by that Marcus Madus steht achitetze nafshe? And dort steht nicht achitetze. Regular Marcus Madus no because it's the Rabbanon and the Rabbanon is Marcus Madus. So yeah, there's a cheshbon there which is that what's the pshat? Oicha matzah beisa is beis what? Beisa is ki'ilu boiler isosei beis chomov. What's the pshat? He does the mitzvah before. So there's two types of Marcus Madus. One Marcus Madus is the pshat is you menaya him from doing this issa. Someone says the achitetze nafshe. The guy who wants to do oiva and issa, someone says achitetze nafshe. But other times it's tama oinish on the rabbanon. That's only with the veil. Okay, I want to point out here another thing.
It's when matzah
What?
is prevented from eating it.
Prevented from eating it. Yeah. So those are interessant the Rambam here. I guess in the Rambam in Perik Zayin Halacha Chov. They basically the brisket they don't. Yitzchak salvation was much maybe in the house. He asked me for Rambam, so I gave him the Frankel Rambam. No, nicht das. The Rambam, not Frankel. The Rambam. They call this Rambam the Rikukas. No, the Rikukas. Why? Because the other Rambam doesn't have the Rikukas. So this, when he's the Rikukas, enter this, yeah. So I'm going to show you why I'm mentioning to you now. Listen to what Frankel did over here. It's a pliya tzum what he did here. Listen to this Rambam. Huh? Listen to this. I only just bemerked this by accident. I don't know why I saw it. Because it goes like, it's Mamal Arayim, Mamish into the Gemara. This is in Perig Zayin, Halacha Chov. And how did I catch it? Because the Chaim doesn't use the Frankels, even though he uses the Sefer Mefteach all the time. He gives them a lot of cover. He doesn't they bring Perig Zayin Halacha Chov. Perig Zayin Halacha Chov Doros. He does it. So this is the old Rambam. Oichel Ma'aser Sheni b'toy schul. So Chaim says schul to Yishlaim. Good. Whatever that means. I feel a bit amazed. In Peiris Ma'aser Atzmanochel, he ate the Peiris himself, right? This is the first case in the Gemara. Yotze Yidei Shemayim. Yotze Yidei Shemayim. What's meant Yotze Yidei Shemayim? So the Reb Chaim. Kuf Yud Gimel, Yotzi Yidei Shemayim, Yotzi Loime, Sheyetze Miyoda HaMaisa, says Sheyetze Miyoda, he ate it, he ate it, in Peis Atzman, Ochel. Ve'en Lo Ma Lase Soid, what should he do? He doesn't have the Maisa, it's overguessing, what should he do? Ve'en Shayach L'Sakin, the Mashal Reb Chaim that if he took the Maisa Sheni, Chutz Yishalayim, he does Chutz Yishalayim, he still has the Peis. That's zikh you have to bring it out to Yishlaim, but now he doesn't have it. Afilo you amazed it. Koshkin shoygid. So what should he do? Yotzi Yidei Shemayim. It says Yotzi Yidei Shemayim. So Tabchaim v'yaset tshuva, noton tshuva, v'yispalel la'Kadosh Baruch Hu sheyimchalo al avonos. So what's mean the kasha Yizig Shemayim? What's with the tshuva? Chaim says no. Mdaf ton tshuva. And mdaf mispal zayin. Shtatim is the kasha, right? Vim hoy Ma'aser Sheni shelacha, and they'll pay gimel chavdav mashkos shon. Vim kesef Ma'aser ochal, and if you ate not the Peis, you ate the kesef Ma'aser. What? No, this is the Rambam. Im kesef Ma'aser ochal, doctor. Yazur domnum b'koyma v'yalav yochem b'shlayim, v'kenegdam b'shlayim v'men yazur sadom. Sure. This is more or less the Rambam. Look here in the Ravid, the Ravid Shem do so the Franco Rambam. So the Rambam writes like this: instead of Yotzi De Shemayim, the Rambam stated, "Ima Peres Atzman Ocha Yitzak L'Shemayim."
The Franco says?
Franco says it. Not Yotzi De Shemayim, Yitzak L'Shemayim. Ganz under the touch, yeah? Now, usually when he does that, he tells you on the side over here, Makov, that I changed it, right? Because he's changing Rambam around for hundreds of years, right? You get the Reya B'D Rambam, and he doesn't even tell you on the side that he changed it.
In the space.
No,
Maybe in the back, in the Gilya, I didn't look in the back, probably, yeah, probably says it in the back. But
Probably the Shin in the space, top corner.
That's the Shemayim. Yeah, here he says, "Chein hu ha'agis b'sifrei Rabbeinu she'oyu la'arayv." Okay, why? What's the pshat? Because the Rav said there's a oicha ma'aser sheni yotzi de Shemayim. Yotzi de Shemayim. The Rav himself brings the other pshat. Yotzi de Shemayim. Now, if you don't have, you're not up and about. If you're half sleeping, you're not going to understand the Rav. But if you look here carefully, you see that the Rav himself already brought the other gis.
That means the Ram had this gear, so.
The Rav had the gis, the Friedrich gis that we have. This is Rabbi Frankel came in, and they went and they changed it. They wrote Yitzchak L'Shamayim.
So only the right.
Avrom Yitzchak L'Shamayim. So you don't understand the Rav. The Rav is changing what? According to Frankel, he has the Rambam Yitzchak L'Shamayim. There's nothing to change. So that's a little bit. I think you need guts to do this. Huh?
Yeah.
No, God, it's a thing that's been around for hundreds of years, and the Rav has that gisa, and you go and you change it. Okay, okay, fine. There is such a gisa. He says, "No, gisa good." Okay, why? Because he decided that that makes more sense because of the Yishalmi. What does it mean? Yotzi Yishmael? What? Huh? About it, yeah. I'm not saying he doesn't have, but okay. Anyway,
The old,
okay. What?
The old Rams also had Ksovim, obviously.
Yeah, okay, all right, listen, it's okay. Listen, it's his money.
How do you know
Vim Kesev Ma'aser again. Vim Kesev Ma'aser Ocher Yazir Domel Mekoimim Yalu v'Yochlu v'Yerushalayim. This is we did them. Took the money. They has to take it up to Yerushalayim. Yochel connect them to Yerushalayim. Im ein Yochel lahazes Adomim. So he says clearly what it is. Now here the Noch Harayvit. Vim Kesev Ma'aser Sheni Ocher Yazir Domel Mekoimim Avrom Yishalem Ma'aseh Ochal. Okay, Yishalem Ma'aseh Ochal. V'yalu v'yochel b'Yerushalayim, or yochel connected b'Yerushalayim, and many yochel the is a dumbbell. So he's masig. The Rav is masig, and avatzon. You ate money, it's not yours. V'yishalem, but not avatzon.
The Rambam also said what the Rambam said my mom and.
In kesem ma'aser ochel yachzir dumbbell mekoyim, v'yalu v'yochel b'Yerushalayim. It's tashlumim, and he's like so. It's not tashlumim. Why? It's nicht dein Geld. It's dein Geld. Yeah. What do we ask the kasher? We afraid the kasher. What do you mean? It's not yours. That's not tashlumim, right? It's like that. And the Chanam is like that. It's the Tashlum. Now this
Rambam doesn't hold you, bring it to Yerushalayim. You take all the money and bring it to Yerushalayim.
yeah, but not Tashlum. It's not Tashlum. It's not Tashlum. It's not. Yeah, that's the one. That's the mazik. Now this gisses, these two gisses. If you go yourself, it's a moment to dein Geld. It's the Geld auf dem Matzon the Geld. It has to be the ganze Sach. It's a lot of them in Tashlum. Now, here's a gis over here. The Mekoris, it's Yunameh on the bottom, he brings here like this. Mashma, Shekdusha Shlom Chal Ala Maisa. Aber Matmas Moish, Einoi Ele Kedusha Domel, Shlom Eloi Nitvas. So this is the Chabes Noch Vosreden, this is the moment Tashlum gets the money that you're going to be matmas it, has dinim of Maisa Sheni also. You can be matmas Bedom. So I didn't for matters. We can't matter. They got a few dollars in the dome. So now this machlok is just to end off this piece of it. This machlok is in the two gisois. If you go, you see in the Rambam. In Peres Amaisa Ocha Yitzchak L'Shamayim. That's in the Yishalmi. He's coming from the Yishalmi. When them come the Ravid. Yitzchak L'Shamayim. You do that. How do you get mechila? Daf tefillah. The gisa that the Rambam has doesn't have Yitzchak L'Shamayim. Yotzi de Shemayim.
I think it's Yetze.
Okay, Yetze, Yotze. Okay.
The Rambam is bothering. What's Yetze?
Yeah. Yas the tshuva.
Yetze de Shemayim. It should be Yetze, at least in Shemayim, that he did a bad thing.
Okay, but why it was Mishana the Lashon? The Rambam brings many times the Yisham, Mishana Lashon.
Yeah.
It's the Tefillah. It's the Vice
Why-
Toys. It's up as
According to the original Gisa, why did Ram change the Lashon of Yishalmi?